questions?
We're kind of in a grind situation now. I mean, guys are like practice a little bit, but it seems like a game is so far away. Is it kind of getting the grind situation with guys now?
I don't think so. No, I mean, these guys have been really intentional about getting better, and it's not like a repeat of the same words every day. You're moving into situational football and 2-minute drills and into game situations and special things with special teams. So there's not a lot of monotony in the learning. The routine can be, but you know, when you're changing up the learning, you're changing up the guys that are speaking to them. Our staff all gets a chance to speak, and Coach McNeil talked last night to the teams. They get different messaging every day, and I think that helps. You know, you're trying to not just get them ready for a game physically. There's a lot of mental capacity that you have to push and push and push and try to get them to be able to focus, you know, with that stress that's going on from the learning side.
Did you learn about the team during the scrimmage, seeing them under the lights?
We didn't go under the lights.
Stadium.
Yeah, we were actually here during the hurricane, so it was good to see the finish of plays. You know, I mean, that's the biggest thing is, you know, where are we at tackling? Where are we at breaking tackles? Where are we at with contact catches? We got a full ref crew there, so you know your penalties and you know, where do you need to clean things up? So there's a lot of things in that first scrimmage that hopefully tomorrow we will be in the stadium under the lights, that you'll get to see improvement in the areas that we didn't do well the week prior. And guys, the biggest goal coming out of that scrimmage is 7 days later we play again. Let's be better, you know, and show those signs of improvement.
Coach, you spoke really highly of Duke Scott in the signing day press conference. What have you seen from him so far during
Really
fall camp?
consistent, you know, ahead of the curve mentally. Really strong runner, hard to tackle, low to the ground, and catches the ball better than we saw in high school. So he's a really good receiver out of the backfield so far too. A quick learner, and he's very consistent. You know, for a young guy to come in and be the same guy in practice every day is hard. It's just a different pace of everything. And so he's done a really nice job integrating into the, you know, the needs and the wants of what the coaches have for those guys in that position room.
We're going to get a chance to talk to Davin Van in a little bit. What does an extra year back here? How does that help? He could have gone last year. How does an extra year at State help possibly?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I think you start with where can you get better. When you're having that discussion with the guy that's deciding to come back or go pro, and there were things that he wanted to work on in his mental game. There were things in his stamina game he wanted to work on. There was production. He wanted to have more production to move himself up in the sack game. And so some of that's technique, some of that, you know, is what he does wellness-wise away from here. He's got a really good routine. Similar to what Bradley Chubb was like. You know, these guys that are really good D-linemen, sometimes their temper can control them, and you want to control it. And so learning how to have that, you know, mentality of to be the best me every play, and it doesn't matter what else is going on, and have that stamina mentally and physically. Davin's worked really hard on that, and we've seen great strides from him as a leader because of that.
CJ Bailey's another young guy that has a lot of talent for the future. How's he been looking this
Yeah, he's doing a good job. You know, he has learning moments like you'd expect out there, but he's got a lot of charisma. He's very positive. He enjoys playing football. He enjoys studying football. He's a good teammate, and he's got arm talent. And so now it's just getting him the reps and the situations and soaking him as much as you can. And he's done a good job. You know, his progress from day one to now is, you really can't quantify it. You know, he's gotten a lot better.
I saw that you moved Colin Smith into the place kicker position, at least on the roster. How are you feeling just about the specialists at kicking and after losing Joe Shimko at long snap?
Yeah, Colin's always been a place kicker, but he's our starting kickoff guy. He's a backup to Canoa as far as our place kicker goes.
Okay.
There's been a good competition between Aiden Arias and Jake Van for the long snapper, and that's continuing as we go. We feel like we have two really good snappers right now. Tomorrow will be an important day for those guys in the stadium, but we like where we're at, you know, in the specialist room, and Newcaster's done a really good job punting the football. So there's high standards in that room, as you guys know. We've had a lot of talented specialists, and so they know coming in there, it's their job to continue that, you know, and not let that standard drop. So done a nice job.
Speaking of competition, kick returners.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't even returned a kick in a game, so there's a lot of guys that can run around here, but game day's different.
What have you seen from the left guard competition? Obviously, you know, you talked about Matt McCabe earlier.
We're excited about Matt McCabe. He's done a good job, and Anthony Carter has got a lot of game reps. Those two guys will both be able to play for us in there. And it's been a good competition. It's back and forth. You don't see a lot of drop off either way. They both do good things. They both do things they need to get better at. But I like where both of them are at. They've worked hard in the off season to get better.
Coach, how's the health of the team so far?
What's that?
How's the health of the
Good.
team so far?
Yeah, knock on wood. You know, just little things.
Good.
I like to keep it that way. But yeah, there's a few guys that are bumps and bruises, but nothing
Awesome.
that you worry about.
What's your last question?
How's Fordham?
Go ahead.
You just mentioned the message from Coach McNeil. We've seen the interaction with been at practices and they put out videos, just the interaction between him and the players. Just what has his presence meant to this team?
Yeah, I mean, I told the team this last night. Like, we're so fortunate to have him here. He's a national treasure in my opinion, and in many ways, coaching knowledge, the way he just treats people, his humanity, his love, you know, for people in general, not just players and coaches, but he's a great human being, and his loyalty. You know, he wants to help people, and it's personal to him. And you know, I love being around him. It's so awesome for me just to be able to go into his office every day and sit on the couch and talk. Whether we're talking about life, talking about our dads. So our dads both passed away, you know, in the last few years. Talking about the players, talking about the coaches, talking about the opponent, talking about our families. Like, it's awesome to have that. It's like being in Grandpa's house, you know. I mean, I love Ruff and McNeil, and I'm so thankful that I get to work with him.